Cam Newton has advice for Shedeur Sanders. The 2025 NFL Draft delivered one of its most shocking moments when Shedeur Sanders tumbled far beyond expectations. Despite projections placing the quarterback in the first round, Sanders wasn't selected until the fifth round. The slide drew criticism toward both Sanders and his father. Former NFL MVP Cam Newton recently weighed in on the situation and offered a different perspective. Rooted in personal experience, Newton also praised Deion Sanders for his unwavering support of his son. The Browns traded up to select Shedeur Sanders with the no 144 overall pick, but he wasn't their primary quarterback target. That distinction belongs to Deion Gabriel, taken in the third round at no 194 overall. After acquiring Kenny Pickett in a trade with the Philadelphia Eagles and signing Joe Flacco as a free agent, Cleveland had already addressed the absence of Deshaun Watson. At mandatory minicamp, Shedeur Sanders found himself slotted as the fourth-string option behind the veteran additions and Gabrielle. In the humid pulse of a southern summer, the lights of college football begin to warm again. Headlines buzz, cameras pan, and the names that draw in the crowd become household conversations. At the center of it all, Shedeur Sanders, the son of prime time, the face of Colorado's renaissance, and a young man with talent so undeniable it bends expectations like a corner sack caught out of position. And somewhere between the commentary and chaos, a familiar voice speaks up, not as a critic, but as a mentor. Cam Newton, the former NFL MVP, Heisman winner, and one-time walking superhero of the gridiron, has advice. And it doesn't come dressed in hype or highlight reels. It comes wrapped in experience, a touch of caution, and the echo of someone who has lived through the noise that Shedeur is only starting to navigate. If we imagine this as a letter, part sermon, part brotherhood, it might go something like this. To Shedeur, from Cam, young king, you already know what the spotlight feels like. Cameras follow your father like they follow the moon, and now they're orbiting you. That comes with the Sanders name, sure, but more than that, it comes from how you play. You've earned it. From Jackson State to Boulder, you've shown poise, precision, and patience. That arm, that vision, you got the goods. No one can take that away. But here's what they don't tell you. Not in the locker room, not in the postgame, and definitely not on ESPN. The spotlight burns. The brighter it shines, the more people want to see if you'll melt. I was you once, bigger than life in college, Superman in the league. But I had to learn that image can be a prison if you let it. They'll love you for the flash, the charisma, the Instagram clips, until you give them a reason to doubt. And it won't take much. A bad game, a missed throw, a little too much dancing in the end zone. They'll switch up fast. So here's my advice. Not as a former MVP, not as a talking head, but as someone who's walked the walk. 1, be authentic, but be wise. They're going to label you before you even speak. Cocky, flashy, Deion's son. Forget all that. Be yourself. But never forget the room you're in. Read it like a defense. Know when to talk and when to let your play do the talking. 2, protect your mind like you protect your body. Social media, it can be poison. Everyone's a coach behind the keyboard. Don't drink from that well too often. Keep your circle tight, your face strong, and your focus sharper than your fade. 3, learn from the hits. You're going to get sacked, not just in the pocket, but in life. Maybe a teammate doesn't have your back. Maybe this season doesn't go how you imagine. That's the real test. Not how high you fly, but how hard you bounce back. 4, don't chase the league. Build for it. I know you hear the whispers. Is Shedeur a first rounder? Will he declare this year? That pressure can ruin your game. Don't fall for it. Build your game, your leadership, your IQ. The league will come knocking, trust me. But come in ready to dominate, not just survive. 5, respect the game, and it'll respect you. You got this far because you respect the craft. Keep doing the small things. Film study, extra reps, late night throws. The greats don't rely on talent alone. They obsess over details. And lastly, 6, lead like no one's watching. Your teammates watch you when the cameras aren't. How you talk to the scout team, how you carry yourself after a loss. Leadership ain't just a speech in the locker room. It's consistency, it's humility, it's love. You're not just a quarterback, you're a movement right now, a symbol. And yeah, that's heavy, but it's also beautiful. So play your game, be great, and when the lights are the brightest, remember this. Real ones don't just shine, they ignite. Much love, Cam Newton. The beauty of advice like this lies not just in the words, but in the weight behind them. Cam Newton has been there. He's seen the praise, felt the pressure, and weathered the backlash. His story, filled with peaks and pivots, is a blueprint for young quarterbacks navigating fame in the social media era. Shedeur Sanders is crafting his own path, and it's a special one. But wisdom passed down like this is more than a gesture, it's a baton, a way for generations to link up, not just in legacy, but in loyalty to the grind. And in that invisible thread that connects every quarterback, whoever stood tall in the pocket, under pressure, knowing the world was watching, there's respect. And maybe, just maybe, a quiet voice echoing from one to another, saying, "Keep going. You're built for this."